G'day. I'm back. Once again. I am back with NGS Gaming Scary Stars. For those who don't know me, which I don't know how you wouldn't know at this point, I am the Lime Boss, as indicated by the lime green bus in the bottom right of the screen. And also thank you to Raka for gifting a sub to Cos. Greatly appreciate it. But we are here with a Nexus Gaming Series cast where I don't do... It's not B-West. It's not. That's just not remotely the right division, is it? It's Nexus division, ain't it? Nexus. Where we do have minimizers facing off against Best of Buddies. Where it looks like one of the players, Kobo, is their birthday today. So happy birthday to them. I don't think I've ever said happy birthday to someone in the stream before, but happy birthday to them either way. Yeah. So just going to quickly touch on things before we get into it all. We can see that Minion Miners had banned out both the Towers of Doom and Braxis Holdout. I don't think anyone's going to let me cast Braxis Holdout this season by the start of things. And Best of Buddies banned out both the Dragonshire and Garden of Terror, leading us to Volskaya being picked by Minion Miners. Which means first pick will be going over the team of Best of Buddies, or Bob for short. Yeah, I very much look forward to casting every time we get to this point. I don't know, I think I've messed up my sound settings at some point, so if I'm too quiet, someone please do tell me. I hope everyone's doing alright today, chat. It feels like it's been a while. Like, since I've been properly fully in this sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to like being back at it again, as they say, back at it again. Stop banning Braxis, you cowards. I know, right, Raka? Like, insane that they would keep doing that. I'm going to advise them that I am ready when they all are. Which, yes, we all know Raka is a staunch supporter of Braxis Holdout, which, to be fair, I am as well. I do, but I guess both of us play offlane, so inherently going to like Braxis more than the format. I love the offlane. I prefer healing, but I do really love playing offlane. It looks like we are just waiting on the teams to ready up. Volskaya, though, can be fun. The Protector is useless. It doesn't protect anything, which one day it may live up to its namesake, but today is not that day. Never is, really. Honestly, best bet sometimes for this map is just have one person of a Protector like the tank or something, and then the rest just push with it or somewhere else. Just because you get just as much, you almost get as much value having someone outside of Protector as in, especially early on. You don't really need a Protector to kind of shut down buildings with that W and Q for extra damage. Or you can have someone dance in and out of Protector doing the damage with the laser beam, the bullets, and the big ball of... Oh god, that's a big ball. It looks like one team is ready. So hopefully we're in this very shortly. Two teams are ready, so we're starting it up. And we'll be in the game shortly. Alright, let me change over to this music. I should have Heroes of the Storm music. I forgot I had Krypton. Alright, I don't really know what either of these teams do play as a side note. It's early in the season, my scouting is not the best. I love when I get to see what teams have. Like, okay, they've done this for this, this for this, this for this, and gonna go to it on fly. But we don't get that luxury today. But we will have a draft, so let's see how that one goes, shall we? Best of Buddies first ban. I guess it depends on what you don't want to take, what you want to force them to ban out. Like, you have first pick, you have the luxury of not rushing yourself. You can see if you can force them ban Vala, ban Joe, ban something such as Junkrat. But Lucio is going to be first ban, so actually probably a targeted one. Just because not often you see a Lucio banned out just going, yeah, heck for random Lucio slap. No, definitely that seal's a bit more targeted than your general bans. But Lucio is good, do not get me wrong. High 5 is a excellent tool to help your team. And he's just good with speed as well. Especially on these bigger objectives where you can get that good AoE heal go on. Vala, what a surprise. Yeah, I honestly expected Vala to be banned out. It's not something you'd leave up easily. Next ban, what are we gonna see? I really should just like look at each of these individual hero profiles, but that takes way too long. Joanna, so they weren't planning on picking up Joanna themselves, but what will that mean the final ban will be? Stukov is not a bad bet to ban out here. Stukov is a pretty sought after one. Rhaegar can do well on these objectives as well. Kind of both of those are a good starting point, but Sylvanas is going to be the play. Which, yeah, Sylvanas is a good all-round one. May as well ban out as well. So, the question becomes, what do we see first picked for the side of best of buddies? I hope it's a Stukov just after it said, oh, ban out Stukov. That's a great idea. But we'll see. Countdown. 5, 4, 3. Bellstad. Honestly, don't hate it. It's a reasonable starting point. You can get relatively stacked, has good percent damage. And, well, it's a global. He's quite squishy, but he is a global. He can be quite squishy, I should say. Anubrak, that's something that can definitely make Falstad a little bit harder to navigate the field with. But what do we have? I love Rhaegar with Anubrak as a side note. Just like a little bit of dive. But we see Tassadar. Okay. Good wave clear, consistent. Even for a mage, it's pretty consistent damage. Albeit they can go the auto attack build. But it's pretty good. Right. Second and third picks. Heal it. Anduin always a good sign. You don't hate to see an Anduin in your team. You go, cool, I can play a little bit silly now and be saved every now and again, because Anduin does have that trust issues button. And ETC, Moon. Yeah. Yeah, not a bad one. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh. Right. Ban number 3. For the side of Minion Miners. I hope I have these teams round the right way, by the way. And I also hope everyone in chat is doing well today. I know, of course, I have a 30-second delay on, so it's always harder to me to go, hey chat, how you doing? Have like a quick one-to-one interaction with people or a quick interaction with people. But it can work either way. Okay, I do have teams around the right way. Excellent. Oh my god, Genji and 0-2. I was not looking for a brief moment because I was making sure I have teams around the right way. But yes, it should be good for. They're good ones here. Good bands. Interesting to see 0-2 banned out. I guess someone on the side of Best of Buddies just doesn't want to deal with it. And also thank you for following John and Kruger. Appreciate it. Chin! Oh! You do not see Chin often. Amazing. And Deckard Kane. Maybe a little bit disjoint with Anubrak itself, but a lot of people can make it work. Chin can dive with it. We just have a very static backline with a very mobile front line. It'll be very much see how well Wesgro lands those potions. Meanwhile, we see Meta Werewolf going Leoric. And what do we have for Computex? Counting down. What is it going to be? Zul'jin. So we're likely going to see either a Q or a double W Felstad by the feel of things. Just because, well, you don't really need to dip too much in auto attacks, especially you don't need that percent damage on Felstad into Chen and Rubrak. Especially because Jin, he has his own channel also, cheers. Oh yeah, that's right, I do also have my own channel, despite me constantly being on someone else's, which, unfortunately, there's no GGS this evening, but it means I am able to pick up other casts. Hope you Raka, what cables did you lose? But yes, thank you so much for the Bitstrong. I greatly appreciate it. But that is going to be our draft of Tigers rounding it out. ETC may be feeling a little bit less safe than he was before, but it should be good either way, depending on how well he gets those slides. Look, D&D is something very important to prepare for. I don't know if I actually am meant to have D&D tonight or tomorrow. I think I have D&D tomorrow night. I'm sure my housemate will hear me speaking about D&D go tomorrow or all of a sudden, but I don't know. My housemate has indeed heard me, and it is confirmed that I have D&D tomorrow. Which, oh man, I wanna buy Baldur's Gate 3, but I can't justify that cost currently. That looks so fun. But I can't justify it. It looks so fun. My free PS3 and PS4 power cables. Ah, I see. Right, thank you. Thank you for the update. Hopefully you find them soon, then. Also, Rucker, if you ever decide to join, if you want to join in, you are welcome to, but I know you have D&D tonight. Right, but let's head on over into the game then, shall we? Hopefully I time this right. Look at him go. He is good at timing things, but let's get into the game, shall we? So, on the side of Minion Miners, we do have Kobo on the Tassadar. Wesgra is on the Deckard Kane, Wonton, Soup, Tychus, Sir Mac of Cheese. Oh yeah, it's a Kobo's birthday if everyone wants to know. Sir Mac of Cheese is on Nubrak, Marshall, Radiving's out on the Chin. On the other side of things, we have Albino on the Anduin. Bob is on the Falstad, Computex on the Zul'jin, Metal Werewolf, Lyric, and Radiving's out is Moon on the UTC. Let me jump over here. Let me make sure I never know. Chat, is my music loud enough? Is my music quiet enough? I don't know. Is it too quiet? Is it right now? Is it too loud? Please tell me how audible it is. Oh, Bob is stuck on a fence. Bob is going to be fine, however. Birds got to watch out for fences. They are dangerous things, you know. Sometimes you get stuck in them, you got to help them out. It's really not something you want to see. Field's birthday, man, says John. Excellent stuff. Right. Ooh, good little W cleave here. Computex just trying to get stacked. Doesn't get hit by the stun. Everyone expects a little double back, but Computex just a little bit braver than Sir Mac of Chi, or Senior Mac of Chi. Is it Sir or Senior? Senior Mac of Cheese is going to take. Okay, what music is the answer? So that is a very good. No music audible, amazing. That answers my question entirely. Is that audible now? But we've got a lot of damage out, but we do see that it is going to be the Zul'jin going down. EC continuing to try to get everyone else out, but going to be fine. I need to figure out my music situation more. Give me a moment. If this game pauses, I'll fix it, but because now I'm having a horrible time. And I've actually clicked on Nubrak. Amazing. Kill the minion, please. Excellent. There we go. Also, hi Ektar. Hope you're doing well today, this evening. God damn it, I'm distracted again. Chen goes down. Not exactly something you expect to see die very quickly. Chen can survive quite a lot. It's so audible, probably sponsored. Yeah. There you go. It is definitely quieter pieces I have on currently anyway. So over there, I just wanted to make that joke. You're making things difficult? Sorry about this, everyone. Also, we see Marshall has rejoined me to wheel back. Meanwhile, up top, it has been a support camp taken. Which, hey, if you have the time and you know the tank is bottom, you may as well elbows out a bit and take that structure. Or take that camp. Speaking of which, we do see that it is going to be Minion Miners on their own one, just getting their siege camp out. Meanwhile, it started a little bit later by Bob and Albino. So, hey, still pretty good timing all in all. Just could have been a little bit tighter on it, because we see this is going to be a bit later. Zul'jin slowly just trying to get stacked. And speaking about stacks, let's have a look at them and how talents are being picked. We can see a lot of stacking actually. We can see fresh ingredients on the Shen. We can see Regeneration Master and Nubrak, both of them grabbing lobes. And Tassadar is going into that Q build. Ooh, this is a very wide berth, and Wonton Soup realizes they may be a bit high up compared to everyone else. They are just running backwards and forwards. They realize drop turret. Wonton, drop a turret. Wonton to not drop the turret. I mean, what? Shen, what the? Oh, they traded. I was too busy watching that to going in and out to see what else had happened. But yeah, that is a good kill. And that is objective going, well, at least being channeled by ticking up for the side of Best of Buddies. So I've got to get my heads around the team still. Every now and again, my little bit of concussion brain. Oh. Don't know why we're paused, but we are. Albino got parent aggro? I don't know what that is supposed to mean, but it means something. I need to check music. Sorry, give me a moment. But yeah, not quite how you want it to go, but it's alright. Yeah, let's just do that. I think it's meant to be a music person. Easy to get handsy with a drinking pad. It is true. Looks like the teams are ready up now. So we'll be getting back into it. And let me change it before I forget again. And we are back into it all. And I can finally get rid of the new brack. No, I can't. No, I can get rid of the new brack. Excellent. Just as the way I want it. Just getting rid of a new brack. Right, sorry about this, everyone. Again, it's been a while since I've done streaming. Channel starting to go over. Take out the trash. Says Rocket. Stepping up. Oh, that Q. Maybe not the best choice for Kobo. Kobo getting hit by that machine gun going down with it. Turret, I should say, going down. Bob, greatly overestimating where they need to fly. Also, Mac and Cheese is sitting there. Let's go Minion minus his Corfin. It's like that scene from Galaxy Quest. I haven't seen Galaxy Quest, sorry to say. Also, welcome, Corfin. Hope you're doing well this evening. We are all the way back on objective. We can see it is still being channeled in favor of Minion Miners, of Best of Buddies, I should say. Sorry, Minion Miners having to regroup, considering if they want to go in. So, Mac of Cheese looking like they want to step on, but no, they do not. I've never seen Galaxy Quest, so this is really a reference lost to me. Right, but it is protected in favor of Best of Buddies. We can see it is going to be the building going down quite quickly as everyone is here. Literally everyone but Chen, I should say. But we do see that, well, Minion Miners have a little bit of experience they need to catch up on. So Chen is making sure that occurs. But it doesn't look like that Leoric is wanting that to happen for too much longer. Nice, good kill onto that. Good takedown of it, but we can see a lot of the areas open up now. Oh, Zildjian died in mid. I was too busy watching for Predictor. That's on me. Can we get talent check? Yeah, Viv hit 10s. We can get a talent check now, I suppose. But yeah, there you go. We see one stack on Anduin's Piercing Light as a side note, and we've got 16 on the Gathering Storm. Zildjian halfway complete with their baseline quest. Thanks to note, we do see Mosh, ETC. Zildjian has gone Tazdingo. That's a very unfortunate situation that Deckard has walked into. Otherwise, we see Hollywood Salvation on Anduin. Very brave considering what? Interrupt. Yeah, every single hero has an interrupt on the enemy team. Albeit, 3 of them are heroics, but Anubrak has 2 interrupts for it. We see Grenade for it as well, just baseline kits. But things to note is we do have Wind Tunnel and Gust. Oh, not Wind Tunnel, Gust! By Palisade and Entomb Leoric, which we'll see what happens down here. Because it looks like we're going down for a heavy rotate. Don't give Marshall a way to jump out. There's the jump, there's the Entomb. Keg is stuck in the Entomb, and that's them going down. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, things to note, we do have Keg, but we can see that how that went. Also, speaking of which, we do have the Cocoon. Tychus went that Laser Drill. But we also have the Stay a While Listen. And rounding things out is Black Hole. Or as Moore would call it, Void. And that's all she would call it. Alright, Computer X Albino doing the best to clear. It's actually, all in all, despite what has happened thus far, it is pretty even in terms of map. No major structure has been found. I swear I can't hear myself music sometimes. Interrupts don't matter if you land a 5-man mosh. That is true, Raka. 5-man moshes are the best counter to interrupts. Until the 6th player appears and Anduin pulls you out of your own mosh. But I do like that we've had this time to go in and siege. Good kegs, just unstopping through the Anduin route. But unfortunately there isn't... Oh no. Oh wait, there should be a... There's an intro, there's a stun, there's 2 stuns, there's a nice sleep, and all the while there is a Zildjian stuck in a cocoon. But that it means after they saw those interrupts come out, Albino went, cool. I can pop that salvation now. There's nothing to interrupt. These big of interrupts. You can see Black Hole comes out, but it's a little bit too late. Roll by Bob to make sure they survive, but meanwhile coming up from underneath is Metal Werewolf. So Mac of Cheese doesn't have escape. There is the Entomb on him. And you need to burn down that Anubarak quick if you want to get the value, and indeed you do. Chin's the only one who can stop Salvation. No, Chin has Keg. Chin has Wandering Keg. Chin can stop Salvation and Mosh. John, have you forgotten that Keg exists? Nope, there comes the Keg. Oh, again, we just can't quite get around it completely, but Albino may be in trouble here. Does it nice double root, and they do actually have the Lion's Boots move speed available to them, but I don't know if they can live much longer. If Bob gusts, Anduin may live, but no, Anduin doesn't need the gust. Anduin gets to live. That move speed does so much for Anduin. Post 13. Excellent sleep there by Wesgra. But no, everyone is just so low already, they can't get by. So Meta Werewolf gets the Entomb out, but the Black Hole is there to stop any major follow-up to it. Anduin gets the Holy Word Salvation off, and it gets enough value out of it when Moon gets to live. We see everyone got to live, who probably should have died. And just like that, that team fight is over, but that was costly in terms of resources for both teams, especially now that the objective is up and available. Oh, he took Keg, never mind. Yeah, you gotta be wary of those Kegs, man. Oh, Moon. The grenade actually pushes Moon forward, so Moon gets to avoid the dive from Sumac of Cheese, thanks to the grenade. Did he win? He went. He did good enough to share. His brew is not just for Chen. Chen is here to share his brew. I need to one day put my music on a separate channel so I can make it quieter for myself but louder for you guys. It's because I don't like it too loud. I find it distracting personally, but I should probably just turn on in-game music. That may also be that may be the play after this. We'll do it in 2 maps. Blue team has. The blue team has not taken control of the Protector voiceover lady. What are you on about? But we can see, we're going to have just a quick little swap. So we can see Falstar jumps in, Meta Werewolf jumps out. We can see the Cow jumps in himself. We do see ECs here. Oh, hand barely misses, so Marshall gets to find the kill on Zul'jin. Meanwhile, we can see Albino is cocooned and in trouble themselves. There's nothing saving them here. And this is what we mean by the Protector not really good at living up to its namesake, as we see 3 members die and the other 2 have to walk away, sadly. Pink Blackout, yo! I have not seen you in a while. I don't even know. Are you playing this season, Pink? I haven't seen you in a bit. And I noticed that your team is not playing as well. Alright, this building is going to just look at Marsh pushing. Look at him go. Meanwhile, up here. The Felstar has jumped out of the vehicle. They realize there is a no birds allowed on the Protector itself. But we see it's gone down. Moon is going to be fine at the end. He's in a safe enough spot where he can just walk away if need be. Or slide away, I guess. Oh, Marshall doesn't quite hit the buddy. Hey, buddy. Doritos. Oh, Gus throws Monton super away. Marshall went into a wall, but Meta Werewolf is still dead. Unfortunate. Mosh is up. The cow's asleep, but Mosh is up. Oh, nice. What team, may I ask? Oh, McGibbous. I don't know the name of McGibbous. Oh, wait. BG Corruption Nepotism, I believe? I hope it's that, because otherwise I really don't know. Right, but we can see good defense there from Minion Miners. They did lose a building, but ultimately they're going to be fine in the end. Well, they didn't even lose a building during that phase. They actually protected it throughout. Moon taking a lot again, just stepping up. We do see that it is bigger. They are Tigers, so they can do a lot of damage early on. And Computex once again is the one being focused by Keg. Let me drop that. Anduin is put in the cocoon itself, so needing to be freed. There is the salvation. Computex, get into the self. Anduin pulls at the end. Oh, nice Mosh. Hitting the main person can interrupt, but that is enough to get the team done. Will get the job done. Kobo goes down next. Wonton Swoop is slid through. Moon is getting so low. They go down to Deckard, who actually did a lot of damage there. No, they just hit a good WE combo. And yeah, Computex just going, I'm just hitting the building, guys. That's what this cutest mod is not. That's not true, because I'm modding for Division B, where I by far am the cutest. Yeah, I'm the cutest mod by a long shot. Anyway, moving on. But yes, Pink, if you ever do want to cast again, I'm still more than happy to have you on. Raka, the same invite is open to you. We can see Chen Marshall not quite sure what to do here. They do finally jump in, hit the south spot on Anduin, unfortunately gets stuck in the end to him. It's a bit like basketball where the ball went in the hole. Cute pull to bring Zul'jin back to the fight faster. Yeah, a little cute pull. Not often you see the aggressive Anduin pull, but it is appreciated sometimes. Get Dorito. Wow, so rude of a cow. Kenny was my senpai and I wanted to play by his son. I don't know who Kenny is. I imagine we're going to see the siege camp picked up, right? Fortification camp? Yeah, we do. Good takes. Good camp takes all round. Golf claps, everyone. Golf claps. We're going to have these two camps clash. Is a pretty decent way for both of them, so that's fine. You can see now the own fortification being taken up. Fair enough. And we can see, yeah, Bob clearing up that top wave. You do have the global value. You can take your time as well. You have 20. You actually don't want to take your time. You want to see if you can force something. You have that 20 advantage. You have all the people up. So how you use it is definitely going to be a question. Because we can see Tour Bus on the ETC, a little bit of slide on during that concert. You're going to make everyone rock out. Other things to note is the Troll Regeneration. Forest Medicine on Zul'jin, who does first a single axe. Oh, nice dive by Sumaka. Jeez, barely dodging Moon. Here's the offline. Excellent. Now, Pink. I had a concussion for a while, so my memory of customs are not great. But yes, we also see Light of Stormwind picked up by Anduin. Very interesting. He is going to have to be very careful about the interrupts and actually time that perfectly to make sure he gets the value out of it. I think so. Wow, what a surprise. Wind Tunnel. Wow, what a surprise. Silence and Doom. Buried alive. Who's surprised seeing those two talents? Hands up in chat. Odds are no one needs to put their hand up. Oh, look, Wind Tunnel hit someone. They're dead. Yeah. Oh, nice black hole. Pushing the ETC back into the sleep. Very unfortunate for them. But it is going to be respect your elderly is a thing to note here. So everyone was slept, silenced, and blinded. Other things to note is we do have the running gun, Tychus. Otherwise, it's rewind ETC. Not Nubrak. ETC and Nubrak. Rewind of the Nubrak. Freshest ingredients. Energizing Brew Chen. And last thing is going to be that force barrier to point out. Compute Hex is going to really wants this building. Dodges the beam. Too easy, Pink. Either way, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everyone who turns up, like Nullius. Good to have you along. No Taz Dingo upgrade, huh? A lot of people do just go the Forest Medicine because that is just natural regeneration. Yeah, and this is definitely something interesting, but more from what you don't see Draken Laser Drill picked up. If there was Commander Odin, I'd imagine we'd see the ult upgrade. But Draken Laser Drill upgrade is still pretty strong in of itself. But hey, a lot of people do just like the extra mobility that Run and Gun can. I think it's called Run and Gun. Bob and Weave can provide. I've seen that people call that Fat Tracer. My personal favorite is always going to be Fat Genji. Just the Trample Azmodan is one of my favorite builds to play by a long shot. Computex is just running into Narnia and doesn't kill Wonton Soup. Back into the invult. Nice. And Anduin got full value out of that, so it is placed on that 20-second cooldown. He will have it back soon, but I don't even know if the game will still be going at the time. So that is a core quickly falling, and that will be the first map of the series. Going over the side of Best of Buddies. Well done, Bob. Well done. Right, let's see if over here. Go to the game summary screen. You know, I like that your name is called Pink Blackout. Then I can see on one monitor in the Twitch chat I have open for my actual stream manager, it is green. But then when I look at my actual OBS and see the chat there, it is orange. Trample Asmo legitimately is so fun. People don't... It's a decent amount of burst damage, but I'll talk about that in a few moments. To quickly summarize what happened in that game, it did go in favor at the end to best of buddies. We can see it 14-8 in terms of kills. A lot of that did come from Azul'jin, who had 66,000 damage compared to 58,000 of Tychus. So both those here leading their teams in damage. In terms of Soak, Felstar 152,000, Tassadar 98,000. So Leoric and Chen were having a bit more fun slapping each other than they were on having time soaked. Healing, 56,000 on Deckard, 76,000 Anduin, which Deckard did do actually quite well with the sleeps as well. But as I said at the beginning, a lot of my concern came to getting potions onto the divey people, such as Anubrak, such as Chen. They're a little bit harder to predict when it comes to where they're moving and getting to them with those potions. Of course, you can always set up a healing potion for them to run to, but that is not always easy. And Soak, 13k Tychus, 14k Falstad, yeah. Also going to look at talents very quick. Anything that stands out? Yeah, Regeneration Master, definitely an interesting one to say the least. Not many people do go Regeneration Master nowadays, but it does exist. Do I think it's for talent? No. It's a rough one to get value out of. More often than not, you see Beetles or the upgrade to the spell armor. Especially if you're going things such as Leeching Scarabs. Just more Beetles equals more healing. At least they did go Cocoon. I have a friend who refuses to go Cocoon, and I tell them they're bad. Unfortunately, they're one of the best Nubraks in NA, so he doesn't listen to me. I am also what I would call a garbage Nubrak. Other things to note here, however, yeah, Bob and Weave, definitely an interesting one, but some people do like the dash it does provide. ETC going a very interesting one of Echo Pedal. Not often you do see it. You mainly see it if it's one of the two kind of off-lane ETCs you see pick up, but not always picked. Usually Beetles for 13 talent. That is Beetles. John, this is Beetles. But yes, otherwise, oh, interesting. W and huh. Weird. That's a weird talent choice right there for 13-16 for Leoric. But it's a fair choice to make, so I'm not going to judge it too much. Let's change on over to this. As we have Sky Temple. As we have Sky Temple up next. Which, as a side note, I need this, Sky Temple. And it was, I don't know who it was picked by yet. We'll figure it out soon enough. But yes, it was Beetles for the 13. Also, I've just heard a bird fly into my window again. Is it okay to go Echo Beta whenever your team doesn't have good wave clearing? That is true, yes. But Felstar has relatively good wave clear. It's not terrible by any means. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's actually pretty reasonable. This bird was flying into my window. Also, hey, Juzalito, I don't think I've seen you very often or much at all, but appreciate you coming onto the stream. But yes, we are just waiting for people to filter in, which I've somehow once again ended up on a team, which not advisable by any means. Lime, not the best player in the world. I am not playing this season for NGS. I'm on my own bench. I'm just vibing, taking time, just casting. I do definitely find I enjoy the casting more than playing of the game still. So we are just waiting on one to get in. And once everyone's in, I'll say the caster is ready. I know I saw you earlier in the stream, but I just kind of missed saying hi to you. Because I do get a little bit caught up into the action from time to time. Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to say caster ready, because I can see the lobby is not set up properly. Yeah. I don't know who first picked this map yet, or who picked the map yet, or who has first pick. I guess I'll find that out soon enough. I'd hazard a guess and say that Minion Miners has chosen first pick, but I don't know for certain. We'll see what Moon has to say. They've swapped sides. They've swapped sides for this map. Just make sure lobby is good. We're about to just start like it's a quick match. Yep, here we go. It's been seen. Right, I'm gonna say caster is ready. So I'll be getting into it hopefully soon. And it looks like it is going to be Minion miners who chose the map, so it is definitely first pick for the side of... Wait, best of buddies. This is why I hate people swapping sides mid-match, because now I'm like, my brain, it hurt. Yes. So, Minion miners are now on the right, best of buddies are now on the left. I've got to remember that because the logos don't change for my score things. I'll just hide that so I don't get confused more. Side swap, caster troll. Yeah, side swap, caster troll. Caster gonna struggle now. Brain small. Brain don't work good. We see Vala banned out immediately as a side note. They just don't want to deal with it. They have first pick and they still don't want to deal with it. But what will we see banned out first? Lucio, once again. I forgot they banned Lucio first last time. Which, yeah. Don't want to deal with the Lucio. Right, and we're going to Sky. Let me change over to this. Sylvana's banned out. So same bands, more or less. Are we going to get Joanna banned again from the side of Best of Buddies? They did ban it last time. We'd maybe probably see it banned again. No, Zeratul early this time. So Joanna is open is probably the first thing to note. A lot of teams do prioritize that Joanna if given a chance because she is quite strong. Can't see the draft. Thank you for telling me that. At least I am describing it well enough, hopefully. I'll put a thank you in there. Look. Look, I'm not the brightest boy in the shed. I'm not the brightest boy in the world. But I just gotta get my stuff done. Usually. Often. Not that time. That time was a mistake. Can we see the screen? Okay, Pink. Let's calm. Everyone has told me already. Reminder, there is a 30-second delay when it comes to these, when it comes to live matches. Just because, well, we don't want, okay, yep. Okay, everyone, there's a 30-second delay. I'm going to update my stream time to say 30-second delay.
This realm needs me.
No, I can't be asked. But we do see, in terms of things spanned out, we see Brightwing, Falstad, Gleaming picked up already by the side of Minion Miners. On the other side of... And on the other side of Best of Buddies, we see Anduin and Leoric picked up so far. Also, Anubrak banned out this time around. They did have... Anubrak did cause some issues last time, so may as well get it done this time. And Genji banned out here. Lion Bus is... Pink. Pink, if you want to come and tell me that I'm trolling, get in here and cast with me. But no, we see EC picked up again by Moon. Moon did well last time. We've very much got the same draft so far for Best of Buddies. We have the Anduin, we have a Leoric, we have the ETC. No foul start for them this time, so we'll give them that. But Zul'jin also was picked up by Computex. So hey, we may still see Zul'jin. Oh look, it's still Zul'jin. 4 out of 5 heroes are the same for Best of Buddies. Ah, Kiss, do not. I like the Joanna pickup. Joanna's a good thing to pick up. Kobo, what are you gonna do? You are off. We do need offlane still. Blaze is good. Asmodan. I was just talking about Asmodan. Look at him here. I imagine we see offlane Falstad then. Very much Asmodan can do it as well if Asmodan wants to next. But I imagine we're going to see Joanna Asmodan doing double rotation spot mid to see if we can get him scaled well enough. But what is Bob thinking is a question. Orphea. Nice. I do like an Orphea. Any swaps happening? No? We're all set on what we're going to do? Right, so now we're just going to stay on the map screen for like a good minute of the actual game itself, just so everyone's aware. Don't mess with success. Exactly. I know what. I'm the caster here. I know it. I have no clue what I'm doing at any given point. If I knew what I was doing, man, I'd be much more onto it, is about all I can say. But very good drafts from both teams. I'll be very interested to see on which way this can go. I have to say, I do like the portrait synergy that is offered by Minion Miners a bit more. They do actually have portrait synergy. They're all via toy train. However, Best of Buddies all over the place with their portrait synergy as a side note, which I guess we could change screen a little bit early. No, I'm not. I've done it perfectly on time again. Right, getting into it, we do see on the left side of Best of Buddies now, because they have changed sides. It's going to be Bob on the... I'm now just checking my thing. Okay, no, good to know you can't see draft. Bob is going to be on the Zul'jin, Moon on the ETC, Albino on the Anduin. Computex is on the Orphea, and rounding things out, Meta Werewolf on the Lyric once again. On the other side of things, we do see Wonton Soup Felstad. Wesgra on the Brightwing. Marshall is on the Li Ming. Kobo is getting wished a happy birthday again. On the Asmodan. And rounding things out is going to be the Joanna Sumac of Cheese. What's the screen? Where's draft? Draft missing has been called. Draft will continue to be missing until at least the next map. And we get some cheese coming out bottom. Whole tower has been taken. Yeah! Good start by the side of Best of... Hold up. Thank you. I did realize I did have something wrong in the end. Okay. I'm being gaslit by you now, chat. Also, nice throw onto Joanna, but Joanna is ultimately going to be fine. Chomp hits her on the head, but no damage. Also, this is not an easy matchup for the Auric here. Okay. Okay, I know I showed the draft at the end. I am being gaslit now by you guys. You need to simmer down. Simmer down those beans. Nor, you did miss the draft and fought. Wait, have you been here the whole time? You have been here. But welcome, Noah, by the way. Oh, Meta Werewolf taking a lot of damage. This is not easy for Meta Werewolf. We do see an invade actually happen from the side of Best of Buddies. Minion Miners, unfortunately, didn't quite have the team there to help with this, to help with that camp. So now we have to see them clear the camp. Brightwing's there to help, but you really need kind of Li Ming there to help as well. Oh, they actually did it pretty quick. They were close enough building. Thank you to the pool. Infofox, I believe in you, Wesgra. Welcome, Infofox. Welcome, Hemibo. Smells like wonton soup. Maybe it does a little, but unfortunately my smell is not great today. You've even said it twice. I love you too, Pink. Greatly appreciate you being here. Nice dunk on top of everyone. Kobo is very much trying to force everyone out, but there's already been very good damage done to the structure already. We can see the full gate gone this early on. Definitely not the easiest. Bob being kept alive. I vote to ban Hemi for this spam. It's been considered. I'll get back to you in 3 to 5 business days on that one. Bob dodging the dunk. Ultimately going to be fine. But you know what, chat? Do you know what I haven't shown you? I haven't shown you talents. We all do like a little bit of talents, don't we? Because we see it is going to be not really too much stacking on the side of Best of Buddies. The main thing to note is going to be Anduin going Piercing Light. It's 2 verses of the same song. It's 2 choruses. Other things to note is we do have the auto attack Felstar being picked up, which can be a trouble for Leoric. As you can see, it's not being the easiest. Otherwise, it is going to be Asmodunk going back. Gluttony? Greed? Wrath? Gluttony it is. That's why I can't remember. I think Greed is orange, Wrath is green. Those are my favorite people to shoot. Wait, if a Fox, no, don't do that one. Meta Werewolf is not really having a great time. It's probably the best way to put this match up still. Also, they are not giving up bottom. They're like, we push bottom, right? Bob is going to be okay for now. Dodges the dunk. Moon is taking a lot of the aggro. We do see Polymorph. They do see the 20 armor keeping them alive. And that is a very good escape by Bob and Moon. Or Anduin Orville bolstering them there, making sure they're going to be fine. And now Orphea realizes, maybe I don't want to be on middle objective for too much longer. I have everyone running at me. The soup wants me. Auto attack, chomp. 50 spell armor on Marshall, though, is not the easiest to overcome for Orphea. Oh, nice Q onto Wesgra, however. Let me close silence for now. I've put tilde instead of 1. There we go. And we can see that Best of Buddies have managed to muscle their way into the objective once again. Nice shots taken here. Only... Okay, okay, I'll give Werewolf that one. They were low. They couldn't necessarily take the last 3 shots without dying. They wanted just to be certain that they were going to be fine. Don't give up any necessary experience. But that is a very good altar phase, temple phase for Best of Buddies. There was a decent invade by Minion Miners, but they did eventually muscle their way back in, so Best of Buddies do have a good lead. And oh look, they're planning on stealing a camp again. May as well. You know Joanna's top, you have the room to do this. Oh, Falsta's gonna see this as we're flying over. I like to see Falsta just fly directly over the camp to do their top one. But yeah, once again, we have a camp advantage for the side of Best of Buddies. They are really just holding down the pressure and not wanting to give up. Fortunately, that siege was cleared quite quickly. Still not ideal, as it still is just chips and chips of damage on the structure, especially because, well, next altar is always the bottom one. You've now got to realize this is down pretty quick. You cheeky guys. Very early boss play. Sir Mac and Cheese is not going to be the easiest one to remove, and that is a very early W from Moon. Nice slide, cancelling the phase shift. We do see that eventually Sir Mac and Cheese is just going to be a bit too low. Joanna, as I say, they need to do the damage to get Moon out of here, but no, Joanna goes down first. Brightwing next has such a good interrupt by Moon to make sure the phase shift can go off. Surely you lose Moon of a progress, but that is a good 3-man kill for the side of Minion for Best of Buddies. 4-man for Best of Buddies, while Minion Miners were only able to take out 1. And once again, we do see that it is going to be Holy Word Salvation from the Anduin. We see Entomb Leoric, Crushing Jaws Orphea. The other two just yet to make up their mind. ETC is going to go Mosh, actually. Indulgent, I imagine we're going to see Taz Dingo, but there's probably a part of me that goes, guys, please let me go. The guillotine, no, is the answer, as we do see that it is going to be Taz Dingo picked up. Also, pull coming out by Albino. I'm like, I think Albino has pull. Oh, that is a lot of damage onto Albino. Does pop and protect. If it's not that many interrupts, we do see, oh, short cooldown onto the Mosh of ETC. But keep in mind, we're still down 10s. So Mac and Cheese does get pulled back in by the Crushing Jaws. Gus comes out. Quick pick on Gus. Quick little push onto the Repulsion as well. So Li Ming has used Wave of 4, sorry, Repulsion's the upgrade. So that's very quick play by those two. Because other things to note, we do have the Brightwing Blink Heal. It's going to be the Asmodang going the Heavy Dunk. With Wrath? No. Tide of Sin. And the last thing to note is going to be Felicity Joanna. Yay, Lime, says Calamancy. Calamancy, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today, as a side note. I'm definitely tired. I played field hockey before this, so I'm out of energy soon, but I'm still doing all right. And I didn't get injured playing field hockey this time, which anyone who knows me knows that is a miracle that I've somehow gotten through field hockey without injuring myself yet again. Nice Mosh hitting 2 there, and man gets a nice dunk on things. Joanna doesn't really have anything to stop this. And Marshall and Wesker are so low by the end of that, but they're ultimately going to be able to live as the Orphea who goes down there. Very unfortunate to turn the corner and find the Wonton Soup there ready with some lightning to tether to your head. And that is Moon to follow last. And that'll be the objective, going in favor of Minion Miners in the end. As Wesker, we see half. I went climbing, but we do the hots because we do indeed do the hots. It's fun. But yeah, I am tired. And my body, bit sore. But yeah, really all this work that was being pumped into by Minion Miners, by Best of Buddies bottom, was diminished in that one objective phase. However, there is still a structure lead for Best of Buddies. They have 5 compared to the 4 of Minion. 5 compared to the 3 of Minion Miners. Like, wait a minute. That's kills! Good work, Lime. Nope. Blind coming out. Moon is intent on walking in. Nice shield, by the way, by Sumac and Cheese, but there's no damage follow-up. Even one dunk there could have been disastrous. Good dodge on the orb. We can see it is a hybrid Ming going orb, but they did go the triumvirate, but they are mainly Q-build. And we now just see the siege camp once again getting cleared out. I was showing 13s, and we do have that Encore ETC the ever-important Encore, which does give cooldown reduction to Mosh, which, speaking of which, just not even 10 seconds ago, it was 30 seconds ago, it was 50 seconds left, and now it's back already, which really just shows you the power of Encore. Other note, Glass Cannon, probably the biggest thing to note from the Li Ming. Also, this is still an interesting build from Leoric, Unyielding to Spear, which they went the auto attack afterwards last time, so it's very much a weird hybrid build. One that would be very interesting as to why they picked. Oh my god, guys, this is such a spread out kind of what's happening here. This is the best angle I can give of this, guys. Oh. Bob is in trouble. Moon gets a nice slide. Mosh available, keep that in mind. Kobo barely goes down. Unfortunately, Brunkwing is not able to phase shift to them in time. Oh, Zul'jin low does get taken up by Cermak of Cheese. There was a Tazdengo, he just weren't able to push in time. Nice crushing jaws. Wizgrid does blink to safety. But it is now a 2 for 2, or 2 for 1 actually. Nice pull into Computex. Doesn't quite find their pull this time. And now that is going to be a lot of damage onto Joanna. That's Joanna going down. Computex wants the kill, and Computex does indeed get said kill. Oh no. Roll Wonton. Wonton gets out. But now we're about to have a point where 16s are about to be online for Best of Buddies. Oh, look, there they are. Let me open talent to see what's being picked up there. But yeah, this is not the easiest way to get back in for Minion Miners. They really need to just all in one objective, see if they can get a few kills. But at the moment, they are playing just so reactionary, reactive. It's a bit hard for them to really step in and get the full value they want out of things. So hey, we'll have to see what they can do. Boss is available. They're maybe looking at taking boss. I wouldn't hate the call here, but definitely it'd be Minion Miners would know, Best of Buddies know something's up. And look, they even checked boss. They thought something was up. Good Gus pushing everyone back in. Blessed Shield, so Mac and Cheese stopping the enemy checks. Computex gets pulled. Unfortunately, did have a W lined up, so that is a bit of a whiffed cooldown. Especially for that classic hyper carry Orphea build who does need to hit those chomps to get full value. But yeah, that is one shot left on bottom one side. Again, Computex has their cooldown interrupted. But now they're just like, yeah, we can just push. Invo. Oh. Wait. What? What? Icta, answer. Why this no work? Icta, why this no shoot? Wait. Huh. Right, sorry about that. We do see there's going to be a dunk going in the middle. Nice protect once again. Just always so well timed by Albino. That's the thing I'm noticing here. But hey, if you can get it to work, why not do it? That is going to be polymorph Leoric. Nice gust coming out from Wonton, but there's not enough more for it, as it's going to be boss taken again by the... Why does it keep wanting to go to Leoric? There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's a good team fight for Best of Buddies. Minion Miners unfortunately not quite holding up to the pressure that is coming out of them. Because now we have a boss pushing onto Core, essentially. It's not going to be easy for Marshall to defend this. They need to do as much as they can to... Hey, let's calm down on the scores and Computex. Yeah, once again we see get this Leoric build, which is very interesting to see. But yeah, this Core is dropping quickly. Chomp comes out. There's not much that Joe can do about it. She's just trying to stall Bob. But really, that is all she wrote in this map. Neither team hits 20, 19 to 16. And that is the game and the series. Going over to the side of Best of Buddies. Well played, both teams. Well played indeed. Oh, man, I'm tired. My muscles are sore. But to quickly go over things, actually very close in terms of damage. Li Ming and Orphea, 45k to 46k respectively. In terms of Soak, 112k on the Auric, for most by far being most. A bit more shared load for the side of Minion Miners. We do see 67,000 on Azmodan, we do see 58,000 on Falstad. And Soak very similar between them, 10,000 and 8,000, but it is really Leoric with 15,000 as they did have that standard bruiser. But yeah, healing 63,000 for Anduin, 42,000 for Brightwing. Nice. So yeah, good healing round there, good just stats in general. Unfortunately, it was just a lot of pressure for minion miners to get through, especially because they, again, didn't really run anything that could stop Anduin. The sleep bust, yeah, the tired bust, man. Because yeah, Anduin got a lot of value out of Holy Word Salvation once again. Sure, what, we have Joanna with 2 stuns, we have Brightwing with a polymorph, but Asmo Felfstar can't really interrupt it, and Leeming has to commit to using Heroic to interrupt it. It's really difficult for the side of... It's really difficult having one whole Salvation go off in the middle of a team fight where you're not doing damage. Realistically, if you're minion miners, if you didn't have an interrupt, you just needed to back off, wait it out, re-engage. Or even just wait it out in the first instance, do what you can, save your big buttons like Gust, like Wave of Force. No point, it's too late. And again, we see this unyielding despair Mithril Mace thing, which I'm very curious as to why that is the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dark myself in a lobby. We're going to go into Nexus. And at Best of Buddies... Anyone care to join? To join for an interview. Wave of Forces. I knew what you meant, to be fair. I realized I haven't even changed screen. I haven't changed my other overlay. But there you go, I did it. So we may have someone join me shortly. Do not know who. Do not know when. I do not even know if they will. But I've just asked anyway, but I'll continue to kind of talk my talk. Oh gosh, there you are. Hi, how are you doing today? How do you feel after that pretty decisive match? Yeah, no, it's great to cast. Sorry, I just need to open up things so I can see it again. You are Moon in game, correct? Excellent, cool. No, I think you guys had level 10, they didn't. Yeah, but in general, first map, we did have the Volskaya Industry. Volskaya I always think is an interesting one because the objective did rear its ugly head at one point where you guys are in it, you're going, this is going great, and then the rest of your team died. What was kind of a plan from that point going, okay, how do we manage that and kind of come back from that? Like, deal with that, we've just lost a few people in that mid-game period. Yeah. And Albino, I'm actually very happy you joined. And I see some people are slowly coming in. Why the Holy Word Salvation? The first game, there were actually quite a few interrupts. Second, not as much, but why salve both the games? Because more often than not, we do see Light Bomb. I've had Discord muted the whole time. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh no.
We can repeat some questions if you're interested.
Explain salvation choices again.
Okay, so the reason why I picked Salvation was because for most of the teams that we picked here, weren't really combining with Light Bomb, but so ETC was more likely to be in the backs to keep the enemy team from flanking around most of the game. So I mean, I was just trying to keep the Zul'jin alive as much as possible,
Mhm.
to keep him going to get that high advantage throughout the match.
Speaking about Zul'jin, was he feeling a bit targeted by the Kegs by the end of the first map?
I'm pretty sure he did. There was
You-
a lot of things. I was trying to protect him throughout
Mm.
the 2 matches through it. It was really difficult to keep him in there. I had to try to pull him out of a lot of tricky situations. So
You did also have a pretty good escape yourself, actually, through one of the Kegs. You got pushed up the corridor just above middle tower at one point, where you did have the enchant speed line boots, where you were able to run out to safety, and everyone eventually hooked around and saved you. That was actually quite clutch.
yes, it was very intense, I would say.
Yeah, and just to repeat another
Trying to-
question I did ask earlier. Sorry, you said something about headspace. You guys were in a pretty good headspace even when things didn't go quite your way, such as the Protector when 3 out of your 5 members died. Can you talk a little more about that again?
Yeah, so we were still trying to configure about like who should have been in the mech at the time, and moving things around, and it didn't go our way. When everyone got obliterated, we realized that we need to focus on what we can sacrifice and what we need to protect. So that's why we focused on keeping them in the middle lane and prioritizing top lane over bot. But yeah, it was really fun. It was Albino's very first competitive match ever, so
Did well.
props to him to make it there.
Oh,
And yeah,
Is that Meta Werewolf
And
we
I
have in
am-
here as well?
yes.
Yeah, just because names don't fully show when I'm streaming. I'm very curious about the Unyielding Despair at 13 and Mythful Mace at 16. Any reason as to why that's the combo, even though typically we see that both WW or Order?
Let me pull up the Leoric or talents. It's been a while.
W at 13, auto attack at 16.
Okay. The W was just to keep in lane longer against the Falstad in case he tried to like counter my soak.
Mhm.
And the 16 is just the most damage that you can manage at 16. I don't necessarily think that's the best 16 I could have taken, but I think a little more damage helps against Ming. Like you have a limited time to kill her before she's gonna flux out or E out, and same with the Falstad.
I did have to say, I did enjoy watching Chen just barrel into the back of Entomb before going, wait a minute, I can't go this way.
it was so
he-
good.
He figured it out in the second time I did it, and it was very good on him. But I could have E'd there, and I did not.
And again, you see the last game, you guys did just have quite a dominant performance, which, yeah, it was a very strong showing from you guys. Are you just used to that sort of aggression on that map from your team, or is this something you practice? Is this a map you practice more? Kind of, what is that just something you're used to on this map, this aggression?
So with this particular combination of people, we've actually only had one practice match. So what we were prioritizing in that match was more like the macro calls. By seeing 2 people top lane and that our talents were like aligned with taking boss. For example, ETC had the auto attack, so I can just slap people on that point and heal myself, while Anduin was just really prioritizing keeping people alive. We were able to really just secure that. And it was more like, because of how our previous match went, we wanted to take more and more risks, seeing like the excitement of HOTS of what we can bring to the table. So if you guys ever come to our future games, we are going to bring that heat, and it's going to be so much fun to watch.
All right, and really that's everything I have to mention from me. So for you guys, if you have anything you want to say, any thanks, the floor is yours.
Just thanks for being here for casting and reminding me about swapping those match stuff at the beginning.
Yeah, no, so I'm like, I'm just going to mention it now before anything else happens.
It was great. I was going to start the countdown soon. So, thank you.
Anything else from you, Albino or Metal Werewolf?
I'm just happy to be here, man. I appreciate everybody that's helped me guide through this game so far, and I hope I can learn more within this gaming series.
It was fun. See you next time.
Excellent. Right. So you all have a good rest of your evening, and I'm going to wrap up my own stream. So have a good rest of your night.
Have a good one.
Alrighty, you too.
But yes, chat, that will be me for the evening. Thank you everyone who did show up. It has been a joy. I am going to raid a friend of mine called Cardicius. They do also stream Heroes of the Storm. If someone plays Heroes of the Storm, I'm more or less going to try go back to the Heroes of the Storm people. Every now and again, I may just raid a person or friend that I know that I follow anyway. But I do follow Cardicius, and they are a good Overwatch player as well. Overwatch Heroes of the Storm player as well. And I do enjoy playing ARAMs with them on occasion. So that'll be it for me for now. I've been your host, V-Line Buzz. And to everyone in chat, I wish you a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Because time zones, well, they're very weird. But I'll see you all in the Nexus. Take care, everyone. And have a very good time.